Namaste Gurukulians. Hope you all are sailing in the boat of joy and giving your time to your study also. So bache, in this very lecture we are going to discuss about the chapter atoms and molecules. Okay, so this is the part 4th of your lecture and today's topic is mole concept. This is the backbone of your chemistry. Very important topic. Okay, so let's get started. Firstly, we are going to discuss about some terms, okay, which are very important terms. The first one is your atomic mass. First. Second is your what? Molecular mass. Third term is formula unit mass. And the last is your molar mass. Okay. So starting from the very first thing, atomic mass. The mass of an atom. Unit is U, or you can say that AMU. That is your atomic mass unit. Okay. So how we are going to calculate this atomic mass? Okay. I told you beta in the previous lecture that you have to remember the atomic number of 1 to 20 elements. Okay. So starting from this hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, Becknoff, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. I am writing it on the board from 1 to 10 only. Hydrogen atomic number 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9 and neon 10. Okay. So we are having even as well as the odd numbers. So here we are having the two formulas, that how we are going to calculate this atomic mass based on the atomic number. First condition, when atomic number is your even one, that means the value of an even 2, 4, 6 and so on, then atomic mass formula is what bache? 2n. Second thing, when your atomic number is odd, then the atomic mass formula is equals to your 2n plus 1. Odd means the value of n starts from 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. This formula is applicable to calculate the mass of the elements from 1 to 20, but with some exceptions, and the exceptions means bache, these elements are not going to follow this formula. First one, hydrogen. I am going to explain each and everything, okay. Beryllium, nitrogen and your argon. Okay. So now from the very first atomic number, that is your hydrogen. Okay. It is an exception, star person. So we are going to discuss it later on. The second one is helium. Atomic weight 2. 2 is even or odd beta? 2 is even number. So the formula is 2n. That means atomic mass is 2 into n and the value of n is 2. So 2 into 2, 4 and the unit of atomic mass is U. So helium atomic mass is 4 unit. Very good. Next is your lithium. Okay. I am going to take an example of one even and another odd number species. So 3, even or odd beta? It's a odd number. So the formula is 2n plus 1. That means 2 into 3 plus 1, that is equals to your 7 unit. Very good. Now talking about these exceptions. Hydrogen atomic number 1. Atomic mass is also 1 unit. But according to formula, 1 is odd. So according to formula, the unit should be 3 unit. But the mass is 1 U. Same is the case of nitrogen. Nitrogen atomic number 7 odd. According to formula 2n plus 1, that means 2 into 7 plus 1 is equals to 15 units, but actual mass is 14 units. Okay. Similarly, in the case of argon, 18 atomic number, so the mass should be 36, but the mass is 40. So these are some exceptions. You have to just remember this and the main formula, that is if even then 2n and if odd then 2n plus 1. Very good. Now the next thing which I am going to discuss, this is how you are able to calculate the atomic masses of each and every element present in your periodic table based on their atomic number, whether it is even or odd. Okay. So atomic number, we are having two formulas, 2n for even and this 2n plus 1 for your odd atomic number species. The next is molecular mass, molecule. When two or more atoms of same or different elements, they combine leading to the formation of a molecule, and the mass of molecule is, you have to add the atomic weight of different atoms present in that molecule. The only thing you have to do is, you just have to add what? The atomic weight of the respective atoms present in that molecule. So hydrogen 1 unit, that is H2 atomic weight is 2 units. Very good. Now here, one hydrogen, two hydrogen, another one is oxygen. Atomic mass, exception 1U, and in the case of oxygen, atomic number of oxygen is 8 to the 16. 2n formula is applicable. So now here we are having 18 units of mass. So this is your molecular mass. Formula unit mass is similar to your molecular mass. That means the method to calculate the formula unit mass is similar. Okay, but the main difference is it is applicable in the ionic compounds. For example, NaCl. Okay, if I am going to say that calculate the molecular mass of NaCl, the statement is wrong, because NaCl is a ionic compound. Ionic means ions are present. Na positive and chloride negative. Sodium positive, chloride negative. So ions are present, that means it's an ionic compound. So its mass is known as formula unit mass. What you have to do? You just have to add the respective masses of these elements. Okay. Procedure to calculate the mass same. The only difference is applicable only in case of ionic compound. So atomic number 11, odd, 11 to the 22 plus 1, 23, and for chlorine it's 35.5. So you can add it. Okay. Now the next is molar mass. This is a very important type. Okay, but we discuss it when I am going to discuss it next topic, that is your mole concept. So now it is clear to you all that what is our atomic weight, what is your molecular weight, and what is your formula unit mass. So the next is regarding the mole concept. In the mole concept, you just have to remember the two lines, and the whole basic concept of chemistry is clear in those two lines. Okay, but before that you have to understand that why we need that mole concept, why we require such a quantity which is mole. Okay, so like dozen, okay, dozen is a quantity which is equals to 12 in numbers. That means 12 number is equals to 1 dozen. For example, bananas. Okay, so if the bananas are 12 in number, it means it is 1 dozen. Okay, and if I am going to say that, can you tell me that the weight of 12 bananas, that means two students are having different size of bananas, but their number is 12 in both the cases. Okay, A is having 12 bananas and B is also having 12 bananas, but the size of the bananas of A is large as compared to that of the B. So is the mass of both the cases are same? No, it is not going to be same, because A having 12 bananas of large size having more mass as compared to that of the another one, B. So that means in chemistry we are dealing with what? We are dealing with reactions. Like here, 2 of H2 plus O2, they led to the formation of what? 2 of H2O. Okay. In chemistry, we deal with what? We deal with the chemical reactions. And just by seeing the chemical reaction, can you tell me that how many grams of hydrogen I required to react with oxygen? Can you tell me the masses just by seeing the reaction? No, we can't tell. But can you tell the numbers of different element or molecules present here? Yes, we can tell that 2 molecules of H2 combines with 1 molecule of oxygen, leading to the formation of 2 molecules of H2O. That means we are able to predict the number irrespective of predicting the mass. So that's why we need such a quantity that will fix the number of particles present in that particular substance, and that unit is your mole. Like dozen, in chemistry it is mole, and 1 mole contains 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules. They may be molecules, they may be atoms, or they may be ions, they may be anything, but the number is fixed. The first line that you have to remember, 1 mole contains 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules or atoms or ions, and this number is known as your what? Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number, and represented by N naught. This is the symbol for its representation. The second thing that you have to remember is the mass of that 1 mole. The mass of that 1 mole is equals to what? Is equal to the molar mass of that element or the relative mass, but the unit is grams here. Unit is grams, okay. So 1 mole, 6.022 10 raised to the power 23 number of particles, and the mass is equals to its relative mass. So now by seeing an example in hydrogen, in case of hydrogen, that means 1 mole of hydrogen, the number of particles is this one and the mass is 1 gram. But in case of oxygen, 1 mole of oxygen, number of particles same, but the mass is now going to be different, and the mass is 16 grams. The mass is 16 grams. Because this molar or relative mass, the unit is grams. So now this term molar mass stands for the mass of 1 mole of any element. The mass of 1 mole of any element, and its unit is gram. But there is an interesting thing. The interesting thing is, in molar mass or molecular mass, molecular, or you can say that atomic mass. In case of atom it is atomic mass, and in case of molecule it is molecular mass. For example, in case of your hydrogen, we know that its atomic mass is 1U. Its atomic mass is 1U. That means I am having only 1 atom of oxygen. Its mass is 1U. But if I am having 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of hydrogen I am having, then its mass is 1 gram. So what I want to say is the magnitude, that means the numerical value of molar mass or molecular or atomic mass is same, 1, 1, but the unit is different. If I am talking about only 1 atom, then the unit is U, that is atomic mass unit. But if I am talking about 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms at a time, so now I am talking about the molar mass, the mass of 1 mole, and the unit is in grams. So that's the only difference between the units gram and U, where we are going to use U and where are we going to use the gram unit, okay. So now this is the basic concept. 1 mole, this number of this number of molecules, and the mass is equals to its molar or relative mass, okay. So now we are going to do the activity or you can say that the numerical part. For that I want book, okay, of science. So in your NCERT book, so now just let me bring that book, okay, that NCERT one, and we are going to discuss the numerical part here, okay. Mainly 2 or 3 types of numericals are there in your book. So now starting from the very first thing with the numerical, that is on the page number, let me check first, okay, on the page number 41, okay. Now there are 3 types of numericals, but they are interrelated to each other: mass, moles and number of particles, okay. Mass, moles and number of particles. So in some numericals he has given you the mass and asked for the number of moles. In some cases he gave you these moles and asked for the number of particles. That means these 3 are interrelated to each other. So I am going to explain one numerical here in which I am going to find out the number of moles, the number of particles, okay, each and everything. So the first is calculate the number of moles for 52 grams of helium, okay. Stepwise you have to see what you want to ask. You want to ask about the number of moles, okay. But in the same case I am going to discuss with you the number of particles, because the method is same for each and every numerical, okay. So I am not going to explain each and every numerical to you, okay. You are mature enough to solve the another kinds of numerical, okay. I am just explaining you the concept. The concept here is mass is given, he is asking about the moles and the number of particles. The thing I have to remember is that 1 mole 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules, atoms, ions, or is equals to its relative mass in grams. Getting my point? So the first step in the numerical is you have to identify the elements, okay, he is talking about. He is talking about here helium atom. Okay, so what you know about the helium atom? The things you know, that its atomic number is 2 and its mass number is 4 unit. We all know that. So I know that its atomic mass, because it is in the form of atom, I am not writing here He2, okay, it is an atom. Atomic weight is your 4. Getting my point? And now available weight is, you can also say that mole, the number of moles is equals to your given weight, that is also a formula, divided by your molecular weight, okay, molecular weight, or you can say that in case of atom is your atomic weight. You can remember this formula also, or without remembering this formula we can also solve this. So with the help of formula, atomic weight is 4, I know that. Given weight is 52. So the number of moles is equals to given weight 52 divided by atomic weight 4. So the answer is 13 moles. Very easy to calculate the number of moles. And then the second part about the particles. We know that 1 mole, how many particles? 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. So in 13 moles, you just have to multiply this number with 13 and you will get the answer. Okay. So this is this much, because in this, if I have given you that 13 moles of helium is there, just calculate what is the mass. 13 moles of helium is present, calculate the mass. So I know that 1 mole mass is 4 unit. So 13 moles mass is 4 into, it's a mole. So you have to use the term G. 13 into 4. Again, what is going to be the mass? 52 grams. Okay, so they are interrelated. But the formula is only this thing you have to know. and this thing, this formula. Okay, so rest of the numerical you have to do it by yourself. Okay, but in the next part we are going to discuss the exercise question as well as some numericals. Okay beta, so all the best and have a nice day. Thank you.